Okay, today I'm just going to have a really, really honest conversation, off the dome, no script or anything, just about kind of how I'm feeling right now. So, let's get into it. This video is probably not going to be very relatable to too many people. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Maybe you'll find something to relate it to. But for me, I just want to talk about how Twitch is super interesting. If you guys don't know, I had a Twitch channel, still have a Twitch channel. That was pretty successful. 2021, I streamed for like 7-8 months, very consistently, pretty much 8 hours a day, almost every day, I want to say. I did that for like 4 or 5 months, and then I kind of backed off, and then the schedule was a little less, but I was still streaming like pretty long hours. And I was working very long hours at the job that I was working at the time. And what kind of demotivated me from streaming on Twitch was that I got a different job during a period of time where I had to take time off work because they thought I had COVID at Olive Garden. So now I'm working at the local computer store. And since I got that job, it kind of demotivated me. And I liked that job. It demotivated me from streaming. So I just didn't feel like streaming. I felt like it was more of a chore. And also I like my job enough to where I was like, oh, I don't just want to get out of here and do anything else. Because sometimes that's what you need. You need some motivation from really hating something or disliking where you're at to try to get out of that. So hence why I was streaming, 8 hours a day after working very long hours. Like some days it would be like 12-hour shifts online and no break, just like straight through. And then I was also busing at the time too. So yeah, that's kind of catch you up to speed there. Reason that I kind of got demotivated from streaming was because of that. I just really did enjoy my job, and I still do enjoy my job. It's a great job. I can't really complain. Pay's not amazing, but I feel like the Lord uses me there. He'll use me anywhere. But I get to talk to people about God, which is cool. I wish I could do that more, like bring it up in conversations more, and I definitely probably could. And I'm just making like an excuse right now. But yeah. Okay, so now that you know that, ramble aside, the main point of this video is just I feel kind of conflicted with having that success on that Twitch channel. And I think by the world standards, a lot of people would look at that if they know what Twitch is and see like, the numbers that were achieved there. And when I look at it, since I wasn't really focusing on God during that time period, not only does that not really feel like me, it just feels like a part of my life I just want to like disconnect from. And I feel like that's unhealthy for a lot of reasons, but especially to me, because sometimes I feel like I can only achieve success if I just kind of not distance myself from God, but like really go all in on something, all my eggs in one basket sort of thing, and just don't look back. And that is so bad. And I'm trying to still like break that cycle. And I think that's part of the reason why I procrastinate so much, is because I really just don't want to commit to something like super crazy, like projects and like hobbies and stuff, and like this YouTube channel, and that's so bad. I need to like break that cycle, because before it was just not healthy. Too much time, whenever I wasn't streaming, I was thinking of like, ways I could improve the stream, or I was, I didn't make a ton of YouTube videos during that time, but I was working on YouTube, or I was working on TikTok, or I was posting on Twitter for like engagement, and man, just being like really involved, like all my eggs in one basket. And yeah, I just I'm afraid I might try to do that again. And the biggest thing is just my relationship with the Lord has improved so much in the course of time between stopping streaming or really putting that on the back burner, and just doing other things. Like I was reading the Word, I don't know when I really started reading my Bible like crazy, or a lot more, but it was definitely after the time period of streaming. I think I still was reading, but I just wasn't reading as much, and I wasn't really, getting too much from it. I wasn't really studying it the way that I should have been. And I'm still working on that. I really, want to study. Every time I open my Bible, I want to just really take in the word and like absorb it. And that's really just like a big passion now. And I'm so glad that the Lord has given me that passion, because some people don't have that passion for like wanting to study and wanting to get like know all the nitty gritty like details of the Bible. But yeah, I do kind of want to like start streaming again on Twitch, and just dedicate, it doesn't have to be a ton of time. It could be like 20, 30 minutes, an hour a day or something. It could be more. And just take my mind off of like everything that's going on like in my life. And I want to use it for something productive, and like I don't know what that looks like yet. But man, even just like if I'm streaming, and you see me, there's not like a ton of people that watch me anymore streaming, which is totally chill. I was only really relevant for like 7-8 months, and then relevancy kind of died. So yeah, like not a ton of people watch me, which I do really appreciate the people that like stuck around. And like, especially since I'm like a different person than I was when I was streaming all the time, and like, man, yeah, totally different person. So I appreciate the people that stuck around. But if you're there, I honestly would appreciate if you ask like biblical questions, and we just talk about the Bible. And I feel like I don't really talk about it too much unless someone else asks me, which I need to get out of like the habit of. I need to like start the conversation, because once it's going, like, it's great, it's amazing, it's so fulfilling. It's like there's nothing better I could be doing with my time and my resources. And I don't know my Bible like insanely well. Like I can't just like recite any verse in the Bible or anything like that, right? But I have enough knowledge to where I think the Lord can use me to share to anyone, and even just to share to me too, which is awesome too. Like, we're all humans, fallible, we forget things, and we just need a good reminder sometimes. So yeah, if you're there, I'd appreciate it if you talk about the Bible, or if you don't, it's totally fine too. But yeah, I think the hard part for me is like I want to like start setting goals again. I want to start like really making the most out of my days, and like being more productive, and using my time more wisely for the Lord. Because at the end of the day, I could build a YouTube channel to 1 million subscribers, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Like, I'm pretty confident that I could probably do that. But does that really make me happy? No. What's really the point of that, Is like to prove to myself that I'm worth something, I can do something. I'd rather use my time to do something that either leads people to God, and if it leads me closer to God too, that's awesome. That's another plus. And just keeping my focus like where it actually matters, because the emptiness of just like pursuing other things is like, it's hard to describe. It's so weird with like YouTube videos, and it's like YouTube and doing anything. I'm like my biggest hater, I'm my biggest like, I don't know, like, I'm the most destructive of myself. It's like really have no reason to be. Like I know that the content that I can make could be really good, and like could help people, and I still don't understand like the block, like the mental block, even like the creative block that I go through. I think it's just like habitual, like, not being productive. When you're in that loop, it's hard to do anything, because you just like stop yourself from even doing anything productive, because a million different reasons. So yeah, I want to be more productive. That's what I'm saying, which you would have known if you watched the other video. which is funny watching that now. It's like, what was I doing for like a month and a half? I think it's been a month and a half, 2 months since I posted that. So, yeah. All right, enough rambling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I haven't said any of this in a long time. But yeah, I'm going to try to post content. I'm going to try to be consistent. I want you guys to hold me accountable to that too. Like, if you're watching this video and it's like a month old and you see that I have no new uploads or something, like, tell me to upload. All right? All right. See ya.